Hello, welcome to the Kirby's Dreamland review. Since I finished a Let's Play, I always do a review of the game that I Let's Play. And this game was certainly a fun game to play. Yes, very short, but very memorable at the same time. So, let's join myself and whatever in this review of Kirby's Dreamland. From Nintendo and HAL Laboratory, which is basically Nintendo. Anyway, let's begin. This is the first ever Kirby game where he doesn't actually have really power-ups. There's certain power-ups within the game, like a bomb, mic, like you see in the future, that he sort of sucks up and blows out and hurts enemies. But it's basically about that sucking technique that sort of does it. He still could float, but he could also use his out breaths to hurt enemies a lot more, better than actually in the future, because in the future you have to be a lot more closer, where this one has sort of like a farther shot. There's still sort of hidden doors and the same enemies as you see today. Of course, there's new ones today as well, but today's games are built off power-ups. But this, sort of like Kirby's Epic Yarn, doesn't consist of the power-ups. He may have some sort of special, bomb kind of suck-up item or something like that, but it's still a completely different game, but still very fun to play. I don't really know if I could recommend this game to somebody who's going to pay a lot for it, but if you're getting it at a cheaper price, it is definitely worth it. It is a decent enough length, and it has an extra game, which I'll show off in a few seconds. And you still got these little mini bosses, regular bosses, and it's about 5 levels with the final sort of boss rush kind of mode, where you face all of the 4 previous bosses, plus King Dedede himself, in this fun little inventive dreamland game. It was very fun to play this, and I'm glad that I did do it. And I am actually happy to do some other Kirby games in the future. Not all of them. I'll add that in there. But definitely do some of them. It definitely takes skills as long as you're walking on the ground. Don't just float above screen, because that's sort of cheap. Because sometimes you will get hit even if you're floating above screen, but a lot of times you are just plain old safe. So definitely check out Kirby's Dreamland. It's a fun game. Let's show off the extra mode before this review is fully done. So, what you do is you press select, A, B, start. And I did it wrong. Isn't that fail? And so was that. I just can't do it. Well, there's an extra mode, which makes it very harder to play. These enemies jump, other enemies change to more difficult enemies, and even though I'm failing at showing it to you, that's what makes this a better review, is because I'm not prepared. So, this has basically been Kirby's Dreamland. Definitely worth it. The extra game adds a really big extra challenge, so if you like that sort of thing, definitely would recommend it. If you think though it's too short, it does have great music. And it definitely has fun gameplay. Kirby is definitely a great game. Kirby's Dreamland is definitely a great game to own. And I would rate it an 8.5 out of 10. Because even though it's very short, it has good music, fun character, fun idea, and it's fun. Thank you guys for watching. See you later for another review and Let's Plays. Kirby's Dreamland, 8.5 out of 10.